Hi, everybody. Ann Butler here. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes till some people come in so I can see that we are live. I'm going to check it on my phone also, make sure I can find it. Okay. There we go. There. Okay. So I am just
There we go.
turning that down. So today we are going to do some easy molds. Lots of times we do paper crafts, but I thought it would be fun to do something totally different and out of the box. Since Lisa is sick and wasn't able to do her live today, I thought I would go into all of my craft supplies and see what I had and do something different. And today we are doing some molds with Easy Mold. It is such an easy product to use, and you're going to find out how easy it is. If you do jewelry, mixed media, molds are always fun to use. And with this, you can make a mold out of just about anything. Buttons. Hi, Sylvia. Yes, I hope Lisa gets better too. She, everything's just going around and it's hard to stay healthy right now, I think. But she'll be back hopefully next week. But today we're going to do molds with Easy Mold. It is a very easy product to use. It is from Casting Craft, and you can get it on Amazon, I believe. And these molds, like, let me see if you can see the detail. You'll be able to see the detail more when I'm down with my webcam. But look at the detail. So whatever you have to create, you can make a mold out of. But first, I want to let you know that I'm Ann from Bella Crafts Publishing. Hi, Rebecca. Yes, speedy recoveries to Lisa. For those of you that are watching the replay or don't know, we do a free craft magazine 4 times a year. The spring or the winter issue is out right now. The spring issue is coming out in March. So we're working on that right now. And if you want, I'll put links in later, but you can sign up to have it delivered right to your inbox so you never miss an issue. And we also have ebooks that are for sale. And today we are doing molds with Easy Mold. And the giveaway today is a free ebook from Bella Crafts. So if you like, share, and comment with the hashtag Bella Crafts, you'll be entered in for the giveaway, and you can choose the ebook of your choice. And what I did, since Lisa wasn't able to do a live today, I thought I'm going to just dig through all of my craft supplies and find something fun that I haven't done for a while. And Easy Mold was it. I love to make molds and use them in my art. This is such an easy product to use. I'm going to take and switch cameras. So I'm on the project cam and see if that worked. Yep. So these are just some of the molds I made like this morning. I have hundreds of molds packed away that I have made throughout the years. And what I did was I grabbed a drawer that I have fun little trinkets in to see what I wanted to make molds out of. And see, I have this. This is actually, it's plastic. I am not sure what or where I got it, but I have always loved this design, and I knew it would make a perfect mold. But you can make molds out of wooden items, like this is a wooden heart that's all crinkly on the edges. This is a metal frame. So dig through the things that you have to see what you can make molds out of. This is just a crown made out of metal that is great for a mold. I even used my rubber stamps. So if you have a stamp you love, you can make molds out of it. You can't really mess up when you're making molds. Hi, Violet. Yes, I will share, Lisa, your good wishes. Like this project right here, I created, and these are all my rubber stamps with Unity, but I made molds with them. And then I used a product called Faster Plaster to cast these. And then I painted them and added a second color on top. And this was a mold too. So think about what you can do with these. So many cool objects. I know, right? You could even do, like, this is a heavy metal word, dream. I would take the ribbon off and I would actually cut that little loop off. And you could do that because the silicone putty will come up through those letters, so it would cast nicely. So you just need to look around. And this is the product I'm using today. It's called Easy Mold from Silicone Putty from Casting Craft. And here's the product. Now it comes with a part 1 and a part 2. This is, I made over a dozen molds today, and it didn't even use half of this product. So a little goes a long ways. So let's get started. I'm going to move these molds out of the way. Just set them up there. And so you have 2 parts. Now I have 2 popsicle sticks because you don't want to contaminate the 2, so you need a stick for each. And this is just a putty, so it's nice and soft. And you just stick your stick down there to grab the amount you want. It might take you a little bit to figure out exactly how much to use depending upon the size of your object, but that's okay. Just play with it and have fun. So I'm going to take about this much, and they don't activate until you put the 2 together. So what you want to do is you want to take and form each of them into a ball. And the reason you do that is so that you can tell that they're about equal size. Now I'm going to use my other stick to get the purple putty out. So it's 2 parts. And you want those to be equal in size or very close to it. So I'm going to roll this into a ball to see if it's about the same size. And it's nice and soft. So there's no, it's not hard on your fingers. It's not hard on your wrist or anything. Okay, so those 2 are about the same size. Move those out of the way. And then you take and you put these together and you knead them for about a minute. So you can, when you're first doing this, you might want to set a timer to make sure you're doing it for a complete minute. But you can tell as you do it more, like if there's 2 colors, you haven't done it long enough. You want to mix them so they're thoroughly mixed together and it becomes just a little bit lighter of a purple color. Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for joining us. So you just mix these together. See, that's a solid color, and that's what you want. And then you take and squish it together and have your object ready that you're going to make your mold with. And with this one, I think I can actually make 2 molds if I'm real careful. Make a small one and a big one. And you want to sort of flatten it. You don't want to make it so flat that when you push your item in, there you go all the way through it. So for this one, I'm going to use one of my rubber stamps. And you just press it evenly. You can use a craft stick to press it so it's even. You don't really want to get your fingers on the outside. And then I kind of press it up a little bit because this is a square and I want those corners to be nice when that's done. So that's what you do. And I'm going to do this one real quick too, if I can find a little tiny. I have a little butterfly here. So we'll see what that one works out like. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. And you flatten this. You can turn it and flatten it. But you need it to be at least as big as the object you're putting in there. And I'm just going to press that down like that. Now you leave these sit for 20 minutes. That's how long it takes to cure, 20 or 25 minutes. I do have a couple, and I'll move this out of the way so that they can cure. You don't want to disturb them. So I have one here that I did, and it's been 20 minutes, and that softness becomes firm. And then you can just pop that out. So this is a frame that had a back. And I had made a mold out of it, and I casted it with resin. So I took my resin piece to make this one. And see how detailed that is? So like when you can use these with resin and clay and hot glue. You can even use it for chocolates if you mark on here for food only. You can't use it for chocolates and then use it for clay. It has to be, this is food grade, so you can use it for candies and cookies and stuff. But it has such fine detail. If I hold that right there, you can see how great that detail is. And look at, I did it from a piece that I had cast from resin. So like when you put your resin or whatever in here, you can have this back and you can fill that with more resin, or you can put a picture in there, whatever you want. Here's another one. This is from a metal frame or mask. Now this one, if you buy something from an artist, you wouldn't want to cast any of these and sell them. It would be for your own personal art, but it comes out just beautiful. Trying to make sure that's a nice clear picture for you guys. I know that face is gorgeous. And then I have a dove here. So look at all, okay, so look at this. Can you see the fine details of those feathers? Trying to get the angle just right. It all picks up inside that mold. So isn't that beautiful? So these are easy to make, and I wanted to show you. I had made one, and this is what I cast from it. Okay, that's in white. Let me see if you can see that one better. It's a little bit cloudy on my picture. Hoping you can see how pretty that is. It picked up all of the detail. You could place jewelry in there, Jimmy. Yes. Hi, Rebecca. Or you're saying hi to Amy. Hi, Amy. So yes, you could put a jewelry piece in here to make a mold. Wood, plastic, resin, metal. All the instructions are inside this box. It says not to use like decorative soap because soap leaves a residue of some sort, so it might not work as well. I use this frame to make a mold, and wow, it's just not showing up very nice. But I wish you could see that detail. Maybe if I put it up higher and let the camera catch up. But it gets all the detail of those hearts. So they're quick and easy to make. And like I said, I had made over a dozen with this. This is a half pound. So it's a 1 pound kit. So you could get about 20, 24, depending upon how many you were doing, the sizes, depending upon the sizes, because obviously this is a lot bigger than this. So depending upon the sizes, that would determine how many you can get. But it does show such nice detail, and it is just beautiful. Fun to make, easy to do, and it's something to add to your craft room, you know, for no matter what you're doing. If you're doing mixed media, if you're doing, even if you do paper crafts, you could do some of these really thin. Like this one is super thin, but see all that detail? So you could add that to your cards. But these ones you could just put pin back on and make pins for people. So it's easy to do. And I wanted to show you, like, between these two, one is thicker than the other. So depending upon how much resin or clay or whatever product you're putting into your molds, that's going to determine the thickness. And you want to follow the directions for whatever product you're using. This was a fast cast clay or resin, so it sets up in 10 minutes. It's something you can add paint to color, but most resins take 24 hours. But it is just something easy to add to what you already do. So I know this was just a quick Facebook Live. I didn't want to do the same project Lisa and I had planned for this week since she got sick, and we could both do them in a couple weeks when she's feeling better. Rebecca said she's a bird nerd. Well, you know, birds are great to use in all sorts of projects. So I'm thank you all for joining me, and we all wish Lisa to get better very soon. I know she's had a rough few months since September, on and off with sickness. So it's time for everybody to feel better and for the sun to come out and for it to warm up. I live in Minnesota, and it's like -1 or so today. Pretty cold. So I hope you guys liked the project today. I know it was fast and quick and easy, but think about making molds. If you make any molds, if you get this, there's others on the market. Look on Amazon or in your craft stores for silicone putty to make some molds. If you make some, we would love to see them. You can put them in our group, Do You Love to Craft? And we will we would love to see them. So do you love to craft? I will put the link in here so that those watching the replay can join the group. Violet, yes, we need more vitamin D exposure for sure. It's very cold in Wisconsin today. Yes, I'm sure. I was actually gone last week. I was out of town, and I was by a beach. And as we were driving back, my cough started again. And I told my husband, I think you just have to call work and tell him my wife is sick and needs to go back to the beach. But obviously that didn't work. So I bet it's cold in Wisconsin, Montana too. So if anybody, Lisa lives in California where it's warm. So I hope all of you that live someplace warm are enjoying that warm weather. But make sure you like, share, and comment with the hashtag Bella Crafts. And you will be entered in for the giveaway. You get your choice of free ebooks. 62 in California. Ooh, I'd like 62. I could do that. Yes, prayers to Lisa. And Violet's sick too. So hopefully we all get better. You know, it's been a long, long winter, and it's time for everybody to get healthy. But again, if you do any casting, you can use it on mixed media projects like this. So like this heart was cast. This was done actually from a mold. I took and put some resin in to create it, and then I made my own mold because it was a friend's. So, and it's pretty cool because it has a little lace around it, and all the rest of those are from my stamps with Unity Stamp Company. So just think about all the things you can cast inside this stuff. This one was that wooden heart I showed you with the ridges. So sometimes when you do these, you can cut off the edges if you have too much and do another one real quick. But you have to work quick because this sets up in like 15 to 25 minutes. So you want to work quickly when you're doing this. Beach sounds really nice right now. As I look up, I have 2 feet of snow. Yes, we have, I don't even know how much. We have over 2 feet. But yes, I agree, Deborah. It is insane out there with the snow. But if I don't have to leave my studio, I don't mind the snow. I can sit and look at it and it's all totally fine. So Florida only 74. Ooh, I'd take it. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you try making some molds and sharing it in our group. Do you love to craft? And we will be back next week. Next week we have an interview. And I'll post who that interview is with at the beginning of next week so that you guys make sure you come and see that. So thank you all. I appreciate all of you. And we will see you in a week. Thanks. Bye.